Welcome to the Zen Zone. This is a review of the Clark Pads for the S18. Should you get Clark Pads for your S18? I have the Clark Pads on my MCM5. Had to tape them on because of the weird shape of the MCM5. Such a weird body. The Sherman has the Clark Pads. Amazing. Phenomenal. The best. Performance-wise. It's the best. Oh, and the V11 and S18 have them. So this is a review of the S18 and V11. We'll go over whether you should buy the V11 or S18 Clark Pads. We're going to start with the S18. This is really simple. I think they need to be reworked. I think that, in my opinion, they're not good for my style of riding. I think there are some people that it might be good for. I'm not sure who, maybe. I actually almost want to take them off. I'm going to leave them on because they do add like a slight little bit, and maybe I can make some modifications to it, but really I'm not getting anything out of it. I feel like my legs, there's nothing, I'm not leaning into anything, you know, I'm not able to lean into the pads to get any power out of them. Not impressed. And it also speaks a lot for the S18. There's just not a lot of power to get out of it. So even with really good pads, I don't know that it would make much of a difference. There's just not that much power there, even though it has the 2,200 watt motor. You know what I'd really like to try for the S18? If any of you guys want to get crazy, a full wrap pad with like some sort of escape mechanism that you could easily pop out of. It doesn't have to be like enclosed the wrap. If it just got thinner along the ends, I think that would be amazing. As I'm sitting here watching this video, man, it makes me really want to see the evolution of this wheel. And it also made me think, I haven't tried the different riding modes on this wheel. I'd like to try the different riding modes. I don't even know what riding mode it's in. It's probably in hard mode and I just left it there, but I'd really like to try the soft mode because my complaint with the S18 is mostly the suspension doesn't feel that great off-road. It feels good on pavement. It hugs the pavement really nice and you can hit turns really tight with the suspension, but it doesn't feel that great off-road. But maybe if I switched it to soft mode, I might actually enjoy it. I can't believe I've never tried it. I think also a knobby tire would be phenomenal on the S18. If the housing was, you couldn't do it. I don't think you could do it unless you like did some major modifications. The knobby tire, more power, needs a lot more powerful. I would say more comfortable shock and spike pedals. I need to put some spike pedals on it. Just to do a little bit of. So I think what I'm going to do to make the S18 better. I don't want to sell it yet. I may come to that, but I really like the look of the wheel. I like the feel of the wheel. I feel like it has a lot of potential. I mean, just the batteries. I don't know how much you could sell an S18 for. It's got like maybe like $1,400, $1,300. Doesn't feel like it's worth it, you know. It's worth that much money, even as it is, right? You know, it's a good, reliable EUC, and if somebody wants to use it or something, it's great. And taking it apart, my friend just took it apart because I got a flat tire. And he said it wasn't too bad, you know, once you get it apart the first time, it's not so bad afterwards. So that's kind of nice about the S18. Would like to give a shout out to Jason for the S18 here. This S18 is a wheel I got while I was working at eWheels. It was one of my paychecks. It was a good paycheck. And yeah, I'm very thankful for eWheels for that paycheck. And eWheels is providing a good service. I know in my last video, maybe it came off strong or negative against eWheels, and I really don't mean that, because eWheels is providing a great service. Rev Rides is providing a great service, and Yuko is providing a great service. Do they all have things that I don't like about them? Yeah, there's gripes, and each has its issues. They're companies, you know. No company is perfect. None of them are 5 out of 5 stars, right? They're like 4.9, 4.8, 4.7. They're all like, yeah, right there. They're all great companies. You can't go wrong. All right, I'm going to wrap up the S18 Clark Pad review. It didn't add any power. I don't feel like it. It adds a little, like you can see right here, it's like barely on my shin, right? I can't lean into it. It feels flimsy. I even taped it down, added some more padding to its sides. Same with the braking. I'm not getting much out of braking. Jumping. The S18, I can pretty much jump without pads, so just, you know, it does help a little bit with the jumping. It's a little bit more. Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of the Clark Pads, but this guy is a genius, and he will probably see this and may or may not rework them. I don't know how well Clark Pads are selling for the S18. It's a weird wheel to make pads for. It really is, and I think a full wrap is a good option for this wheel. It could be if well designed. I would like to see it done, and I think it's good on this wheel because it's not a super powerful wheel. It's reliable. Yeah, I would like to try it. I might design some myself someday if somebody doesn't beat me to it. I'm sure somebody will beat me to it. You guys are geniuses out there. Anyways, let's move on to the V11 Clark pads, which are absolutely fantastic. Oh, one last thing. I know of 2 people that are talking about putting an MSP or RS internals into an S18. If that could be done, that could be one of the best DUCs ever made for technical stuff. I would like to see it. So, yeah, if you guys know anybody that's trying, or if you want to know who's doing it, leave a comment below, and I'll put you in touch with them. Maybe you could help them out or work with each other to make it happen. Think about it. An RS internals, the motor, the batteries, in the suspension of an S18. Whew, could be interesting. Alright, now this one's a lot easier, because the V11 pads are like an insta-buy. If you have a V11, go to clarkpads.com and strongly consider buying yourself a set of Clark pads for your V11. You will get V2 Clark pads now, which are slightly improved. I haven't actually tried them yet, but they look improved. I have them. My V11 is in pieces behind me still. It will be put back together soon. I actually need a new inner tube, so V11 will be back together soon. And yeah, we'll be reviewing the V2 Clark pads. Honestly, I was happy with the V1 Clark pads. I don't need V2s. The V1's already perfect for me. I did not need any improvements. But hey, if you're gonna make some improvements, I'll definitely review them. I'm excited to try the improvements. I'm excited to get my V11 back together. I got the knobby tire on it. I just haven't had the motivation for it yet. You know, I got the Galway RS, and that is the power of the Galway RS is fun, and I don't have to worry about it. It's just more durable. I'm gonna tape it up, pad it up, make it. Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I really like the RS, and I'm probably gonna put some Clark pads on the RS as well, and the Clark pedals on the RS. I currently have the Merlin pedals on it, but you know, I like the Clark pedals. I want to try those out because I'm gonna keep the Merlin pedals on my Sherman, and then I would like to try, you know, just to have a comparison. I've never tried the Clark pedals. I'm excited to try the Clark pedals, so it'd be nice to compare them. So the V11 pads, they add power, they add braking, they add stability, a lot of stability, which is the main reason I love them the most, because the V11 is very tall, and that can make it a bit unwieldy. The wind could hit it weird. It's a weird wheel. It's tall, you're high up. Having something that gives you more stability is worth any amount of money on the V11. I would pay $300 for some V11 Clark pads. They are worth that much to me. Really, in motion, they're so good, they should just be molded into the machine itself. They're that good. With some like adjustable thingies on them, so you could some ratchet it around yourself tighter. That would be an interesting feature as well. I'm coming up with all these good ideas, guys. Man, hit that sub button, hit that like button, leave a comment below. Help a brother out, boost me up. Every time you leave a comment, every time you hit that like button or like share this out, it really helps me out. My YouTube channel is growing quite fast. Not TikTok fast. My TikTok grows insanely fast, and I haven't even been. I've been kind of putting that on the back burner just for a month because I've just been crazy with it. Want to take it easy. I have tons of content. I have hundreds of gigs of content that I have to get through, and many more reviews coming up. I'm going to focus on reviews right now. Get through the reviews. Clark pads. I'm going to do a better review for the MCM5 and Sherman coming up next. I've already kind of did like a first impression with them, but I want to do one full-on review. But it's the same thing, guys. Go to clarkpads.com and buy some Clark pads for your Sherman, for your RS. They're amazing for S18. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with S18, see if there are any reworks with it. I don't think it's worth it right now, but hey, we'll see. We'll see what the community wants. That's what matters most, is what you guys want, what you with S18s want, what you think would be a good pad for it. For me, I kind of have some ideas and I may play with it, but it's not priority for me right now. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy my content. If you have any ideas for me to make it better, or you want to create content with me, I'm totally open to collabing. It's easy to collab on TikTok because you could duet and whatnot. If you're ever in Vegas and want to ride and make some content, hit me up. Facebook is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me. I'm pretty good about answering all my messages on there. Thank you to Luke and Marty for being in my videos. It was fun to ride with both of you, and I really hope I get to ride with both of you again. We have West Wheel coming up in March, so if you want to come out to Vegas for West Wheel, yeah, that would be awesome. I don't know if you've seen any of my West Wheel footage, but there's some videos on my channel. There's some videos on Taylor's channel, and there are some video on Greg Smith's channel that kind of show some of the rides that we'll be doing in West Wheel. It's going to be amazing. You could also join the West Wheel group on Telegram. And until next time, stay in the Zen Zone.